This is Scott from the Groomsman channel, and I'm here today for a quick pop-in shave. We're going to try to make it quick. Going to be using Taylor, or Tubbs, affectionately known as the Taylor of Old Bond Street. Got some sandalwood here. This is a very good type scent. I'm going to be using my revamped, this is my dad's 1962 Slim. That was his when he was a kid. My dad is 60, so this was his actual birth year too. It's not the same quarter, but it's pretty close. So this is a 1962. It's 1962 Slim. It's been completely revamped by Razor Porium. I'm going to be using a Gillette Ruby blade here. And I'm going to be doing it all the way up on setting 9, alright? So, due to some recent things of saying that a Slim on number 9 is rather aggressive, I tend to disagree with that. So one thing I do is I put it on 1 first. See, the doors are floppy, and I adjust it all the way to 9 first. As you can see, we are on 9 there now. So then you bring it tight, and then you do that last quarter turn, all right, for the locking part of it. I'm going to do with and against the grain with that. You know, I'm going to just use cold water because I don't care. With that, I add a little bit of water to the bowl. And then this is a really soft soap. I get hints of, not exactly sandalwood-y to me. It's not that I hate this. This is a good scent, though. I like it. I got more than enough of being soft. It's good there. Some sandalwood. I feel like I smelled a little bit of aloe. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, in the essence of time, I added a little bit of water to the bowl here for making my lather. And it pretty much becomes instant lather. It instantly blooms here on the brush. Good. Add a little bit more water to that. Get my face wetted up here. I have 2 days growth, so I'm not totally unwhiskered, but I don't have much. Yeah, that's right. I'm using cold water to wet up here, and I'm gonna re-whip that with the added water. Get myself some lather here and go to town. Man, look at that. I really like Taylor Old Bond Street. I get such a good quick lather. It has a good scent. It's really easy. You know, it's a soap that I would highly recommend for beginners because it's really easy to get a good lather on with it. Alright. I don't care if it's on my shirt. Alright, here we go. Plate 9, or setting 9, on a revamped. You know, and one of the things I'd recently read was the guy butchered his face off with it, you know, on YouTube, so you can't tell me that it's mild. Okay, so I'm not going to say, you know, it's as mild as my Merkur 23C or anything along those lines, but I'm going to go with, if you're thinking a Slim on setting 9 is aggressive, is because you don't have your technique down quite good enough. And I say that because I have been wet shaving for 6 years, and that's the really important thing about it. Coming up on 7 now, my daughter will be 7 in a month. It's really important to find that angle at which you feel it start to cut and be smooth, right? That's the biggest thing. Make a fist. And you don't, if you can see it pulling, then that means you got the wrong angle. The minute you get it to where it's not pulling on your skin, you have the right angle, you're good to go. This was my first razor in my collection of over 200 because I found it when cleaning up a sauna at my dad's house that a tree had hit. And this has been in there since we were kids. And my brother and I used to often play with it and kind of go like, oh, look at this cool thing, what is it? And it turns out it's a razor. Well, in the midst of cleaning it up, when I saw it, I told my wife, I'm like, oh my God, that's my dad's old razor. And I knew what it was immediately. I've only been collecting now for 2 years. Because I had been wet shaving since 2015. So I knew what it was because I have a wet razor and I had started wet shaving. So I knew that it was a razor. I didn't know it was a Gillette Slim. I didn't know a year. I didn't know any of that stuff. That's all because I'm now a collector of these things. So I came to understand what I'm looking at, you know, especially with Gillettes. I know probably 95 or 6% of the Gillettes that show up, what they are, when they're from, blah, blah, blah. General things to look at for condition and so on and so forth, right? Alright, see I'm applying my second phase here. Or my against the grain. And it just, this piece of just on setting 9, if you know what you're doing, you get it down, it is very smooth. The amount of blade feel that I even get from this is pretty mild. You know what I think I would compare this to? So if we're comparing vintage to vintage, this on setting 9 feels very similar to like the 1940s aristocrats. They are a twist to open razor, closed comb. They do have some blade feel. I would say it has more blade feel than a red tip in my opinion. But that's where I kind of put it, you know. I put it right there with the aristocrats in the 40s have a little bit of blade feel. So, you know, so for someone who likes to chase that, there's a little bit of blade feel there, not much, still mild razor. Look, against the grain, with the grain, setting 9. This is not a heavy blade feel razor. In recent times, I have used much worse. So, the Slim, it still impresses me. It's still a fantastic razor. I love it. Like I said, this is what started my collection. This is a revamp from Razor Pouring. This is my first get to know Matt thing. I had him do some work for me on my dad's old razor, and I don't know what my wife used this towel for. It smells real flowery. It smells pretty good, but nice smooth shave, easy shave. I can autopilot that razor even on 9 if I had to, no big deal. Gillette Ruby blade, really good, really smooth, mild blade. Very sharp, but mild. Not like a feather or anything. So I'd heard good things about these blades. I will second that there is good news with these blades. I really like them. I will get more. At the moment I only have 5. So anyway, everyone, thanks for joining me today. Remember, if you have not yet, please subscribe. We're trying to grow this fantastic community, looking and group, always looking for new input, what you guys want to see, and everything like that. So stay classy, please subscribe, and have a good day.